I'm the fuck out. I didn't even get started on what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Bro, that movie was crazy.
Crazy, Frankie. Yeah.
What are the specials tonight?
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Hey everybody, Specialists in Nothing, back at you again, talking about everything, specializing in nothing. My name is Frank. As always, Joe and Danny, you guys want to say what's up?
What up? What up?
How you doing? All right. This is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
Multiverse. I'm Frankopedia because I haven't gotten to do Frankopedia a lot lately. I keep forgetting. I know, I keep forgetting. So we're talking about multiverse tonight. Some of you may know it from Spider-Man or some of the Marvel movies. Other people may actually study this stuff. We call them clowns. No, I'm kidding.
You got jokes tonight, bro.
What's this kid talking about?
No, I'm saying because what? I thought you would love that because like people that believe in multiverse is a real thing, you would call him a clown. But all right, whatever.
A clown.
So
someone who just not a clown.
Go on, Joe. Continue. Someone who just doesn't think that there's a possibility of multiverses.
It's just silly. It's all silly. It's not silly. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like, it's a theory. A long shot theory. You know what I mean? It's cool for a movie, which they did, and it fucking it's amazing. Spider-Man was just incredible. That's the best way to put that theory out for people to like, you know what I mean? That's like a fun, cool, all right, maybe. That'd be cool. Like other fucking, who are you? You're the other Joe from the, you're a hero.
From the other universe?
From the other universe? No, it's not gonna happen. There's no such thing.
Frank.
Dope movie though. Not real life.
Okay. I mean, I get why you say that and all that. We don't exactly like we say, like we don't not know. And it
doesn't mean it's true. The other
doesn't mean it's not true.
It's not true.
There's more of a possibility for it to be real, but not real.
I get the belief of it not being there because you haven't seen it.
There's little to no proof, actual proof that there is. So
then why do scientists study this?
Bro, it's quantum physics.
It's called a hypothesis, bro. I don't fucking know. It's just a theory. It's just what if.
The hypothesis is technically an educated guess. So I don't know.
It's food for thought, real strong food for thought.
The official Frankopedia of multiverse is a hypothetical group of multiple universes. Together, they comprise everything that exists: space, time, matter, energy, information, and physical laws that describe them. Basically, it's like how we have our universe. There's another and another and another that all kind of coincide with each other. Different reality. Different versions of everyone, I guess.
I guess so. But on these different versions of realities I guess anything could be different. Like you could have a multiverse and in one of these universes, gravity hits differently, where bone structure could be different. People could be taller. There could be more oxygen on their planet, or wherever they are. Things could be more dense. Like maybe everything's more lower to the ground, like on the moon. If you bounce, you go kind of high. Here, an average person could jump maybe 2 feet, 3 feet.
Maybe like Avatar.
But it's different multiverses. It's like an infinite realm of like being or potential beings, which universe takes part of. Infinite amount. That's crazy. So let's get into Spider-Man No Way Home for a second. All right. Spoiler alert.
So good. Yeah, definitely gonna give spoilers out on this one
for the next couple of minutes. If you haven't seen it, see it. But
so good.
It's a possibility.
It's funny. So
it can happen. It's not just magic.
Someone said to me too that like, oh, it's gonna be so hard for them to top that movie now, and I don't think so because Marvel has the backstory for everyone now for so long through everything, all the different movies of everyone, that that's why it's so emotional to see all these things. And like, so same thing when the Doctor Strange movie comes out and everything else, like you still have all the backstory from everything that he was through with Peter Parker and Spider-Man, all this
Right.
that. So him having the forgetting of who he is thing and everything, that's going to continue on. So it's still going to be just as emotional and just as impactful to everyone. So I don't think it's like, oh, that was like the peak and this is going to be the best one and they're not going to be able to top this again. I think it's just because it's setting them up for more and more and more. Like this Marvel universe has done so good at like continuously setting up the future of the next
raising
thing.
the bar.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Think about how emotional you got when Tony Stark died in Endgame and like that whole ending. Or
Tony
like
Stark dies?
Or when you saw them all come through the rings, you know, from Doctor Strange's
get the
portals.
chills.
But I'm just saying, like,
Avengers,
those are all big emotional moments
assemble.
that you thought were never going to be topped. And then this movie came out and you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They said that it was
that's what I
supposed to
look
be
like.
bigger than Endgame, like the rest of the Avengers movies. And it, I don't know, was it? Did it actually do better? I don't think so. Not even close.
I don't know. I think No Way Home was.
But it was like a big deal. That's as far as like, you know, the hype around it.
Definitely
how dramatic they were gonna make it, bro. They fucking.
But I liked how they
Anybody who
intertwined
didn't like
everything.
it is crazy.
Because I do feel like that could be a reality. Like
And all those actors that came back.
Yeah, dude, that was
so
all those 4 actors.
Yeah, what do you mean, Jamie Foxx to reprise those roles from so many years
Oh,
ago?
right,
They
okay.
killed it.
Yeah, all the villains and stuff.
And
yeah,
man, I was just thinking about Toby and
you're just thinking about the heroes. Of course you would be. You would be.
Andrew Garfield.
They got
no,
real
but he's got a good point.
Man.
No, they really did.
So if they're gonna make a movie about it, they probably already know it exists, and they're not telling us.
That doesn't mean that, dude. If they made a movie about it, it's because guys like us were sitting here talking about how cool of the theory of the multiverse is. Let's make a movie about it.
So you do agree that it's a cool
Somebody
theory.
was having that same conversation when they were like, oh, let's fucking make Avatar on this other planet that could be. And they ride fucking dragons that connect to you and shit. Like, it's just a fucking theory, bro. They made it into a movie because it was a fucking cool ass idea.
Because it sells, yeah.
And it's not real. So, like, this is their way of showing what it would be if it were real.
You don't know that it's not real.
Well, I mean, when they got a bunch of writers sitting around the table and they're like, well, wait, that won't seem real. Well, we got to change this to make this more real. What he's saying, yeah.
I get you.
I mean, like I said, I love to play that too. On the
dude, like, if you had
to
to
believe
really
in it, but when you're
really
talking about it, we don't have proof yet, so you have to say it like that.
I'll get serious with you this episode. I'm not even
Tell me,
kidding
bro.
you, bro. Let's talk about what if, like, if this was true. I'll literally get into it and roll it, like. But
what if that was true? That means there's another version of you out there that does believe it somewhere.
That's pretty fucking crazy. That's what that means, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to think about.
Would you want to meet your other self?
Nah.
Fuck yeah. 100%. I want to meet my evil self.
Maybe it's not evil. Maybe that one's maybe you're the evil one. You ever think about
No
that?
way.
When you cut someone off on the shoulder of the BQE, you're like,
and you don't thank somebody for holding the door open for you. You know what I mean?
Dude, somebody cut me off the other day. Somebody cut me off. I think it was yesterday, and I was like, "Fucking asshole!" And Ariana, my 2-year-old in the back, goes, "Fucking asshole!" And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I told you. There her
is.
mind is a fucking sponge.
Funny.
So I want to explain something real quick. This is quantum reality, and Neil deGrasse Tyson and Stephen Hawking both agree with this theory. And it's particles such as atoms and molecules have an uncanny ability to appear in two places at once, spinning clockwise and anti-clockwise at the same time, instantaneously influence each other when they are half a universe apart. That doesn't really make sense to the naked eye, but picture it like this. 2 ball bearings spinning in different directions and rotating at the same time. I think. So, black hole was first discovered more than a half a century ago, but it continues to teach us different things. Einstein first predicted the existence of black holes when he published the theory of general relativity. describing how gravity shapes the fabric of space and time. Joe, you know how dope that song Space Time is by Subtronics?
I listened to it 5 times today.
It's a really dope song. Imagine that song just being a multiverse. Think about it like that.
All right.
No, but what if a black hole is just something like in the aspect of Star Wars, where like there was like the space where they go in between spaces or whatever? It was just like the black hole was sucked into where everything got sucked into and just ended up, or in a sense, right? What if it's not necessarily
Nowhere.
an alternate, or it's not a multiverse,
nowhere,
but it's just going to somewhere like that. The black hole is just its destination, or like the way to get there.
Nowhere with destination.
So
Nowhere.
I
what if
think
it's just
that
another
that's what
place?
black holes are. A wormhole will
To what?
take you from universe to universe. Whether it's
So you're saying a wormhole is a portal to a.
Well, he's saying the
universe.
black hole is like how we could get to another universe. We just haven't gone through it yet.
What if we
But
go
I
to
shortcut.
a
I
black
don't think
hole
that.
and we're in another universe, and it's just another universe? Doesn't
it
mean
could be. It doesn't
it's
have to be a
us in
multiverse. You're
different-
right. You're right. But that's what
Right.
I believe black wormholes are. Like the black hole is the entrance to it. The wormhole is in between point A and B, and then you come out on another side, and then who
What
knows where it
makes
is.
you so solid on your belief for that?
Because it's a fucking black hole. Nobody knows what's in the other side of it,
But-
the entrance.
But that's what I'm saying. What if the other side of it is just another place and it's not another like
doesn't
multiverse or whatever? It's just
But that's
another
not what
place.
Danny wants to
Another
believe. He
No, no,
just
no.
likes
Well,
the
that's what I'm
other
saying.
idea. That's just what
No.
he likes to believe.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Is
I want to
that
know why.
I'm telling you, because it's like you don't know what's on the other side, and there's so many galaxies out there. Like, all right, when I say universe, people think of just like the whole thing, like space and galaxies. It's all in the universe. But I pictured this universe in like a dome shape or like a sphere, and everything that we are in this universe is within that sphere or marble,
Right.
if you will. Like, you know, the end of Men in Black.
In Men in Black, and you think there's other marbles out there. Yeah,
There could be
I know.
other marbles out there. I think there's a difference
But
between a black hole and a
That scene in
wormhole.
Men in Black impacted Danny when he was young so much that's why he believes it more than you.
I
That's what
believe
it is, Joe.
Oh shit!
The thing is with this
Perfect, Frank. That was good.
is like,
Bro, give it to me, bro.
Is-
Give it to me, Frank.
I'm just saying, just because he referenced it too, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, that was the
Yo,
beginning
that
part. of
shit
it. I
hit
started
him hard,
thinking,
dude. That's it. He saw that movie. That was it.
I was like, what? There's
Danny's
other
like-
in the
universes?
city, looking in the back
Danny
of
was
taxi
watching that as a
cabs.
kid and like, that's real. And then for 30 years later, or 20 years later, he grows up now and he's like,
Here we
bro,
are.
but that could be.
You don't even
That makes
know.
it real.
That shit is real. I'm just saying, a
Just
black
because
hole
you used
All
that
right,
can go in
bro,
between
For real,
universes,
let's get
regardless
serious
of
for a
whether
second.
it's a fucking multiverse or a different galaxy. I do think that. You know, how can you travel that far out there without shortcuts?
Listen, it's not as far-fetched as things could possibly be. There's some far-fetched things like
It can't be proven or falsified though. So that's why it's like a standstill theory. I don't know.
What if you go through
by
that
them
black hole,
having
bro,
the-
and you end up in a room of everything you fucking totally hate in life?
Oh,
Like, then what are you gonna do, bro? Hey, that's what I believe. Can't say it's not.
Yeah.
That's how
Okay.
crazy that sounds, where you just make something up and say, well, nobody says that it isn't, so it's got to be true. It's like,
I didn't say it's got to be true. I said that's what I believe. If you think you go into a wormhole and then you
you're
wind up in a
hanging
fucking
on
room,
too
Joe, then
fucking thin with this belief
you're not
shit.
thinking. You're not thinking big enough, man. If you
Bro,
go
I
through a
could think
hole
if-
and end up in a room of shit you hate, you really got a lot
if
of
it
thoughts.
doesn't sound silly, bro, then yes, I could fucking.
So the multiverse theory sounds silly to you. You're saying that there's no such thing as a parallel universe.
I think it's absolutely dope. Like, I really do. I appreciate the whole layout of that, but I'm just saying it's a far reach, man. I mean, like, we have the
It's-
smartest people in the world studying and trying to develop to find out what this is, what that is. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's not as simple as you think. It's like something very extremely hard to prove 100% exists and is reality to us. It's just, it's not there yet. So it's hard to fucking believe it. Is all I'm saying. It's a
right, which
dope
and it'll-
idea.
like I said, bro, but it'll never be
I
proven.
think it would be crazy and mind blowing if it was true. And I mean, like, it's pretty believable. But it's like at the moment right now, it's a far reach.
I can see that, but that's why I feel like anything that can happen can and will happen somewhere in every possible outcome ever. And that gives so many other options to different universes.
I'll tell you now, man, up until this day, this moment, along with everybody else, nobody's ever been able to see, feel, or prove that. So it's just like, when the fuck is it gonna happen? We might not even see it in our lifetime. Does that make it still fucking possibly real?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a simple
I don't
but
know.
easy answer. Okay.
And I just think like the universe is still expanding, dude. There's gotta be
I mean,
other
dude, think
worlds out
about it.
there.
So like I stare a lot of like space shit. Bro, think of like the vastness of space
It's just fucking
outside
out there, dude.
planet fucking little Earth. We have like 7 or 6 or whatever the number other bigger planets in just our solar system, let alone our little Milky Way, our own little universe.
There's a lot out there, bro, and none of it is explored.
Sadly enough, though, up till right now, we'll never see past a very certain point out in space, no matter how good our technology is. And dude, believe it or not, we see pretty fucking far, man, right now. Like crazy shit that we know about and have seen, and like ways to see what's
Like
around
nebulas and fucking expansions of planets.
But you know, like obviously we're not seeing super duper duper far to see like what the fuck. You know that scene when they're looking for Thanos in the beginning of Endgame and they like zoom in on a planet and then like really zoom into the area? We can't do that shit. So like we really can't scope things that we see that far away. So yeah, I get it. Maybe there is another fucking galaxy called the fucking, I don't know.
Whatever. That's a good galaxy name.
I
don't know.
know galaxy. Maybe there is a planet with things living, doing a podcast.
I just feel like
Like
there's too many options for it not to be true. So you're saying that there's no possible parallel universe where we're doing something in a different universe in a different way. That's why I feel like there's certain things like in different universes, we are ourselves and an extension of our consciousness. But like, let's say you're really good at piano because you're getting that natural skill from another part of yourself in another universe. People are naturally talented with certain things, you know, or when you ever feel like you're like, oh, I feel like I know this person before, but you've never met them. It's because maybe in another universe, your soul's fucking connected and you're like, yo, meet me on Earth, 1990, you know, or whatever it is.
We know you believe that because you said it on other episodes before and stuff. So for people that this is new, like listening to us is new to them, we know that. But I mean, that exactly like he says, that doesn't mean that that's what that is. You know what I mean? Like you could feel that way because of the Marvel thing that was implanted in your head when you were little, but that doesn't mean that that's what it is. There could be another valid explanation.
Okay. But then like what's the explanation?
I don't have it. I'm just saying, like it doesn't mean that that's what it is.
Dude. Frank's on point tonight, man.
Like nobody else is throwing other theories out there. I just feel like there's an infinite number of like infinite space and time for this shit to just be only us.
A lot of things I see people say that. I read this one thing, it's pretty cool. It says everything we know about black holes exists in picture theory. A black hole is an enigma because it destroys the laws of physics. That is, once you pass the event horizon, space and time become mishappen before they disappear altogether. Where a singularity exists. What happens to matter when it reaches the singularity is unknown. So it's just a really good, strong theory Some scientists
Well, yeah,
believe
because
the bottom of a black hole is a doorway to another dimension. Some think other universe, but of course, no one knows. No one will ever likely know because we simply cannot come close enough to figure these things out yet. I mean,
this
it's
is true. But then, like, I also think, like, this Big Bang that they claimed we came from, was there really just one Big Bang and then everything else started? And it didn't cause any other bangs ever to create another?
No,
something?
they've said that there's definitely been more than one.
Multiple bangs.
I mean, bro,
absolutely.
we don't know of an edge of space. Like it just keeps going. Like where does it go? I do wonder that.
Well, just
though.
because we've
Where
never
the
reached it.
fuck does it go, man? Is there
Shazam.
an
Just because
ending?
we can't get there.
We're in a big what? Opening of what? Just a big opening
A fucking endless thing of space and time. And
of
the closer you
blackness?
get to a black hole, it absorbs all the light and time goes slower there. So, like, I guess it's a fucked up, crazy theory, but like the closer you get to a black hole, you can age differently. Like, you ever seen the movie Interstellar, Shazam?
I'm dead. Yes. Bro,
Okay.
you know the closest black hole to us, I think, is in the middle of our Milky Way galaxy.
Where is it?
We still can't see it.
Shazam.
Shazam.
I think that's pretty interesting.
Are you making fun of Frank?
Yeah.
I
So
know. I love it.
there's something called the many worlds theory. The
Yeah.
many worlds theory, which every action and reaction and decision results in a split universe in which opposite actions and decisions was made. So let's say you make a right turn on Arthur Kill tomorrow in another universe.
Somewhere else in
You're-
another verse, you made a left turn in.
Yes,
somewhere else ago?
and your whole life turns out differently.
Is this kid put mascara on?
I'm so
Shazam.
fucking nervous right now.
Oh my god, is this a bet? This is a bet.
So
These are fucking retarded.
you want to explain to him yet?
So remember that game we were playing? We were throwing the pens into the jar.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Danny.
So Frank and I were playing this thing. We gotta throw pens into a can, and every time you got it in, the other person had to do what you said before you throw the
before
can.
you threw it.
And
Right.
Frank
Like
was
as you
very
would throw
serious
it, you'd be
about
like,
his
if I make
TikTok.
this, you have to do this. So
So
I told him beforehand, I'm very serious about my TikToks, and we have to do what. Oh, that's stuck.
he's
man,
like,
we
bro,
have to do
whatever it
whatever
is, you have to do it. Doesn't matter. I was like, no doubt. So I got one of them in, and the first one was that Frank has to wear mascara and lipstick and a wig the next time we
thought he was
record.
putting on fucking lipstick, and I'm like, I was like, maybe he's putting on chapstick. Holy shit, you were putting on lipstick?
So Frank is gonna finish his makeup and continue the episode, and then we're gonna let you know. We're gonna see if you could figure out what the second one was.
The peacock?
Yeah, you got it, Joe. Shazam.
Shazam.
Every time we say Shazam, he has to say peacock.
Peacock. All right,
So-
that's all the
kidding
mascara I'm
me?
getting on. That's it.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. So Frank is now lipsticked and mascaraed up. Take your time. I know it's hot over there. Don't put the wig on yet.
Please do this every time we have to record, so I'm surprised like this.
Oh my god.
It was just fun. Well, that's what's funny is because he's like, "Don't tell Joe. Don't even tell Joe. Just start
I'm
doing
so
it."
happy
And
you
he's like,
didn't
"I'm gonna
tell
say
Joe.
the." I can't wait to go back and watch his face because I saw his face when I said
He said it, and I repeated him and thought
He
it was
did.
funny. I was like, Shazam. And you're like, peacock, peacock.
There
And
we
then
go.
you
man.
both started laughing. I saw Danny's face and I knew it. I'm like, oh, they got something going on.
Oh man.
I thought you were fucking pranking on me or some shit.
No.
I was like, I'm just gonna be quiet in that motherfucker.
I didn't want to say nothing. Actually, at first, I was gonna say whenever you say bro, because you say bro often. But this episode, you were saying dude and man, and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, everything but.
I was like, fuck, man. I was like, all right, I'm making up a word.
Every time I say bro,
And that's it. So-
It would have been funnier that way too,
It's
because
really
it would have
good.
been more like Joe would have been like, "Why the fuck you saying that every time
Yeah.
they say like?"
I wish it was like if I told someone to clap every time Frank said the word like, we'd have an applause the entire fucking
Ha,
episode.
ha, 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 ha,
Oh my
ha.
God.
Oh, there it is, Frank. Frank looks good in a wig.
Makes your mascara pop.
Brings out your eyes. Very
Okay,
nice.
now
What shade of lipstick for the viewers if they wanted to go buy it at MAC?
glow bronze. It was what my wife had.
Glow bronze. Go get him, bro.
It's what my wife had.
What it is, man. Okay,
All right,
so
let's
What
let's
back
get
on
on
this
yeah.
multiverse. Oh, so in the parallel universe, do you think that like it would be you doing this and not me?
Could be, or maybe you're a girl dressed as a
my
guy.
God.
You know,
Oh my God, why?
I don't know.
Why?
Maybe you made it in the cup that time.
Oh man.
True.
It's interesting. So I
Yeah.
just
It's just interesting though.
I don't know, man. I feel like the theory could be it will look I can't get over this. He looks incredible. He looks good. You gotta go out on a date with somebody now. We're like,
I'll go out.
You
Hi,
gotta walk
I'm-
out of you gotta
I'm
go to walk out of
Desiree.
your house one night wearing that shit. And your wife's gonna count.
No, you know
Where
what
you
else
going?
I have to
I got a
do?
date tonight,
So
babe. And then walk out.
if you go watch my TikTok profile, he snorted.
What is it?
salt.
What
I
is your
snorted-
TikTok profile?
Frank Papalardo. Frank Pop, actually. You can search it as both. But anyway,
What, at Frank,
Um,
right?
yeah,
POPP
but-
or POP?
just POP. Frank Pop.
You down with POP?
I really don't know.
Yeah, you know me. But no, so
That's pretty dope.
we did the thing with the pens for a minute and like we made some in, we missed a bunch and like whatever. So I had like different videos to make. So one of the ones that we made was Danny had to sniff salt and I had to sniff hot sauce. That one was already posted. And then there was another one where I took a muscle stimulator and put it on his nipples. That one was funny. And then he made me do the
Wow.
makeup. But the one that I still have to do.
Good
that
thing I
has
said
not
no
been
to hanging
completed,
out to you guys.
between the two of us, everything has been done and completed now, except he made one in and he said I have to make a TikTok of me dressing up like a Girl Scout and going next door to my neighbor's house to sell cookies. So be on the lookout for that one, Joe.
That's gonna be a good one.
Look at his face.
It's like I'm taking my kid trick or treating, but he's gonna sell Girl Scout cookies.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, I gotta go buy some Thin Mints.
I said, bro, you should say it.
Everyone
say
loves
bro a lot
snickerdoodles. You
now.
know that should have been the thing, Shazam.
It's because
All right, let's get back onto this. I want to
I don't know if I
hear.
can now. I tried to be serious. This one,
Well,
but
I have a
don't
couple
know about
questions for
anymore.
you. I want to hear
Why
these
for me?
questions. Well, not for you, but I'd like to hear your answers. You both can answer. I don't know, but
I don't know.
do you think, based on like the wormholes and black holes and other shit like that, do you think time travel is possible?
yes.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
I don't think that we've been able to, do it obviously yet, but I do think it is possible.
So I think that traveling to another universe could, through a black hole or a wormhole, could be like going back in time before our universe was even born, or before we evolved from apes. You could jump to different planets at different times. So have you ever seen Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg? Not the original ones. Well, even in the original
Yeah.
ones too. You go back in time to a different universe where the apes ruled the planet. And he had to then leave that
Wasn't
one
it
at the
not
end of the
that, though?
movie.
The
At the end of the
original
movie,
one
he
wasn't
leaves
that.
that
They
one. No, I
left.
don't think the
I would say they left for so long, and then when they came back, the planet was
Supposedly,
taken
right.
over by apes.
something.
So,
along
but
that
it wasn't
side,
a different place or anything like that.
Well, in this one with Mark Wahlberg, it was a different universe.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't think the
And
originals
then-
were the same.
Right. But then when he leaves to travel back to his universe, he goes through a different wormhole, and now he's in the future of that universe, or a different universe where apes are now the supreme ruler of the world. And there's like a Abraham Lincoln, if you will. And it's things like that. And I just feel like time, gravity, and space and all this other shit universe, it's all connected one way or another. And it's fucked up. There's 3 other things here that I wanted to bring up. One of them is called brain theory or bubble theory, like I mentioned, our universe is one universe inside a larger system of universes. So picture like a bag of marbles laid out on a kitchen table where it's all flat, all on one surface, and each marble is a different universe. And then there's another one. It's like we're the membrane of infinite spaces and infinite dimensions. So it's going, there's like similar to that where the marbles are going stacked up, stacked across, stacked next to each other. And it's just like a giant, I guess, fucking space of bubbles next to each other. And we're just living in a bubble amongst a sea of other bubbles and shit. And I think that, yeah, I do believe.
Marvel theory again.
Yeah. Of course. But the other thing I wanted to ask you is before with the time travel. If they said that if eventually time travel is real,
right,
and you can time travel,
yeah,
would you go 100 years? Oh, wait, did we talk about this already? 100 years into the past, 100 years into the future?
No, well, you asked, would you change something or make something
Oh,
happen
right.
like that. I think I'd probably have to go to the future because we know what happened in the past through history books and like stuff like that. So I think I'd want to go to the future.
Shazam.
Fuck.
Do you think you've ever come across somebody from a different dimension than Blipstick?
Oh, fucking disgusting. I know I got it on my tooth.
Oh, he's allowed to take the shit off?
He wasn't supposed to, but I guess he's doing his own thing.
He just said I had to put
Why
it
is he
on.
taking it off?
That's a good question.
I'm not keeping it on.
Bro,
I'm not keeping it on.
Disgusting. Tasted disgusting.
Doesn't count.
I put it on. I did what I had to do.
2-1, Frank.
I'll tell you what, I still feel my eyelashes sticking together. I definitely did not put that shit
So then you don't got to put the mascara back on then. Just the lipstick and the wig.
No way. That it really does taste gross. I don't know how women do that.
They don't eat it, Frank.
No, but even if I could feel it on my lips, like, I don't know, it's weird.
Like chapstick? Like
Yeah, I don't
cinnamon
use
flavored
chapstick.
chapstick?
I don't really ever put chapstick on either, to be honest with you.
You know, chappy ass lips. That's why nobody wants to kiss you.
Mm-mm.
So let me
What
bring
else
it back
you got
now.
for us, Danny, in the multiverse?
I want to bring it back to the multiverse thing.
I
with
really want you to make me believe, but
this isn't something I can make you believe or not. It's whether or not nothing's been proven. You know, this is my theory. This is what I think it is.
I want to hear your wild theories.
Told you my wild theories.
I
We're
know,
bubbles,
I hear
man.
them
We're all
again.
in bubbles.
Do you believe in like the
What? And what's outside?
picture
the
it like
bubble?
a glowing
what's outside
light
the bubble?
coming across the screen, and like you make a decision, so that line splits into two, and then from there, those two lines, every time a decision, it splits into two more. Like that's what you
Right.
believe.
Yeah, like we're a branch of different trees of different lives and stuff.
But to that theory, doesn't that mean that every time you make a decision, a new life is now created, or now another verse is created?
Another version.
So
of
that
yourself.
verse is created with you already in, like, that's the thing. You make a decision, so that other thing has to make the opposite decision, right? So now what? That creation of you is starting from that moment, this like you at 30 something years old.
Maybe
every time you
like
make
the
a decision?
consciousness over there. Maybe that's what deja vu is. And when you feel like you have deja vu, you're like, oh shit, I feel like I've been here before. Because at that very moment, let's just say your consciousness downloads the memories from a previous
but that's
life.
what I'm saying. Like, if it was deja vu, then those two people would have already had to been born. And when it happens, okay, so but you're saying if my split decision in another universe is another me making the opposite decision, that means that other me has to have been born beforehand, and that they didn't make every other decision that I made opposite. Because there's so many possibility outcomes or whatever.
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
these different versions of myself wouldn't appear every time I made a decision at that age. And there wouldn't be a new one of me appearing as a baby to go live up to that moment.
He's saying maybe it already exists.
Could be. I don't know. Actually, that's good.
When you make a decision, that other reality pops up somewhere else.
Or maybe when you make a decision,
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Starts at the moment that you're at.
Your new path starts at the moment that you're at. Whereas, like,
from an existing
okay, so me,
yes,
I'm making a decision.
No,
I'm making a decision right now. I choose left. right? Another worm universe or whatever, all of a
Worm
sudden splits
universe?
off from that, whatever, wormhole, whatever you want to call it, but splits off from that universe for my decision. And the other me would choose right. That other me, if they were living before that moment, how do they connect to all my other decisions or moments or whatever? And if they are started from that moment, how would they start at my age now or whatever? That, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's how I think it's not possible.
Okay.
That's why I don't think it's possible, because another created you can't start from your being from when you just made a decision.
Right, because you
It would
made a
have to be
different
living from
you made a
beforehand.
different decision from
Exactly.
you'd
And if
probably
they
be in a
were,
totally
if
different
they were
place, not
split
the
off
same
of it,
place.
exactly. And if it goes to that many multiple universes,
So
or
what?
whatever,
Every time he
split
makes
off
a
of every
decision,
decision,
a new multiverse pops up from that point moving forward.
Maybe it's not
Exactly.
every single decision, then maybe it's just life-changing decisions, you know, whether to get this job or not, whether to move to this country or not.
That's still
yeah,
a
but
lot
that's
of
not even
decisions.
life-changing
And
decision. Those
who's-
decisions are things
Who's
that
to
man
judge that this is a
Like, we put those decisions.
life-changing decision?
Mhm.
I
Yes,
could say
like a
I don't want to
life-changing-
drink this water, or I do want to drink this water. It's gonna make it
Right, but I think like those are too minuscule on the grand scheme of things to be a
Yeah,
Yeah,
decision.
but who decides the minuscule
gonna
to
drink
the
this water.
to the important? Like, you know what I mean? So to me, I don't think that. I don't. And it's funny because going into this, I was totally on the opposite, but like really putting it that way, that's not possible. Because then every time you made a decision, exactly, a new you would be formed. And if it was one of you that's already from before, it
Well,
just doesn't
maybe your
match up to how many
consciousness is
possibilities could
connected
be.
in all these different possibilities. You know, maybe it's like you get your source light and your consciousness is connected to that. And every time you make a decision, a new branch
I
pulls
think
off
instead
with
of it
your
being
memories
multiple-
of this current one. Like, let's say I'm on this path right now and I decide to go right. A new me is created in a different parallel universe where I went left, but I still have all my memories and my experiences from this one. And it's just
That's what I'm
starting
saying,
at that
but you
point
just
of
were
left and
created
right.
from. Nah, see, I think it's more likely to be how we connected to afterlife. So like, not
The
alternate
multiverse
universes.
you're talking about? What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
So what if it's not multiverse and it's not universes like that? But what if the black hole or deja vu or whatever is in the sense of, okay, so when you die or whatever, like there's all knowledge, all this, not saying that you just get all the knowledge when you die, but all the other spirits or whatever that's around God, like all these things, all the information is there. If life is so hard, death should be easy, blah, 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 blah. So what if those like deja vu's and that, or wormholes or whatever, is the pathway to the afterlife, in the sense of that's why it connected. It wasn't because it was a multiple universe, but the deja vu was because you felt like something from before because of connection to afterlife or connection to spirits or something in that
So,
sense.
okay, that's interesting. But now are you saying if you go through a wormhole, you're gonna die because that's the afterlife?
That's why we can't go through them. That's exactly
Shazam.
what I'm saying.
Shazam, 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 Shazam.
Fuck you and your bakak. No, but seriously,
I
no?
wonder how the Joe that didn't drink the water is feeling right now. 'Cause I feel fucking refreshed. I still it's great.
He's probably parched.
Other Joe.
Definitely parched. He's like, man, I should drink this water. Nah, I bet me on another universe drank the water though. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, because that Joe believes in it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know. Like this
I
has
agree with Joe, man. It's a fun theory to say, like,
It's
whatever, but
cool,
really
man,
it's
it
just
is.
a movie thing. It is
I
like
I
don't-
want to say
until
I
we
believe
break
it,
it.
but I don't believe it. I like it.
I see. All right.
I
I
do
can
think
understand.
though that time travel is possible. I do think that we will break that at some point. I do think that we'll break that at some point. I don't think that they'll let it be known to like everyone that
No,
it
we
is
can't
no,
even
possible,
make
but I
we
do
can't
think-
even make flying
do think
cars yet.
there's-
You want to do space travel?
Well, I'm not saying it's going to be even
I mean,
soon.
fucking time travel.
But maybe
space
like
travel.
5,000 years
Wait a
from now
minute.
or something like, but I do think that we will eventually at some point figure that out. I do, or someone will.
I agree. You know what?
I
There's
don't
been
think it'll be like a public thing, like, oh, pay
Tony
$100 to go
Stark's
to
gonna
your
be
time
the
travel thing
only
today.
one to figure out time travel.
That was a
Just what
dope
it's-
moment in the
just
movie
what
when he
it's gonna
did.
be, bro.
I think that's
He's
how
like
it is
talk-
though, because like
Shit.
loop, like the circle of time and space is like a
Yeah.
loop, and if you fuck
Nah,
around,
but that was so
yeah.
funny, that moment when he's like talking to Pepper and then they're just talking. I figured it out, by the way. I
What
love
about
that whole scene.
compost. No, time travel.
I think time travel exists already, and maybe I don't think that
What, the
they're
Illuminati won't tell us?
no. This has been with the Montauk Project and the Philadelphia experiment, which is a whole nother topic to get into because it's too much right now. But they fucked around with time travel, and
There
it
it
fucking
goes.
worked. And
Bro,
it
the
worked.
ultimate time travel door is the Bermuda Triangle. What are you saying right now?
Yo, these are good topics. I just feel like that could be it too. Like you could go into a place, a black hole, a fucking Bermuda Triangle, whatever the fuck it is, and you could
And
fuck
die.
around with it.
And
Yeah,
die.
that's true. Or you could come out on the other side and,
And
it's
just
100
nothing.
years
It's
from now.
just something that's very dangerous.
That's true.
There's
We don't
nothing on
know.
the other side.
We don't know.
Imagine you go
But-
through a black hole and it's just where dinosaurs still are.
Yo.
Like it's the planet that we talk about, like that got destroyed. But no, it's through the black hole now, and that's where the dinosaurs
Oh
are.
my god!
They
Frank,
never-
that's
ast-
probably
asteroids
the
never
best
hit,
theory I've ever
you know?
heard. Honestly, that's great. Clip that.
Boom.
That was so good.
D, you got anything else?
I will for sure post that. Please send me that.
I don't know. I guess not. I mean, I think it's a really cool theory. And I feel like, just because we're in this physical body doesn't mean that our consciousness or soul could like astral project to different universes. Like in dreams, I think some dreams have meaning. Some dreams are just ridiculous. But I do
You're
think
the only
that
one
when
of the three of us that actually dreams.
I
We've-
have a
we've-
dream.
We've
This
covered
kid
I
that.
just-
remembers everything.
but I
They're
also
like
think-
movies, bro. Oh my god.
It's
bro.
pretty detailed, but that's why I feel like they're got to be traveling somewhere. Consciousness is somewhere else, and then the snap, everything comes back to you instantaneously, and then you wake up and you're in this fucking body.
I gotta tell you a story. I had a dream last night. What up,
Oh,
Daddy?
it's
Like,
crazy.
dude, we were swinging from these ropes above this fucking huge bridge, and your rope broke, and I fucking swung and flew down and caught you, and we landed on this fucking cushion, and Will Smith was there, and fucking Spider-Man came out of nowhere, and I think your sister was there. And I don't remember.
But it wasn't really your sister. I got some wild
Oh,
shit.
man.
I'm like, whoa.
It's a cool theory. I really would love to find out, but I guess maybe after death, when we get all our answers, that's when we'll find out.
Yeah.
Until then, Shazam.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for the likes, listens, shares, and follows. We appreciate your input
believe
on
that's
everything. And hashtag Bakak.